What's up, good people? It's your girl, Safia Ashe Jassi, aka Fire, because I stay bringing that heat and that water. So I'm coming back to y'all today to, just because, I can and I feel like it. And also, I just been watching Mr. Rogers Netflix documentary on Netflix. And like growing up, I love Mr. Rogers. I love that show. And like I'm still watching it and moving through it, but I just want to hop on here because so many thoughts and ideas about what Mr. Rogers was able to create and how he used the medium of television to promote his narrative and create a more just world. And just like watching the behind the scene of how like he combined his work in child development and ministry together to help create the Mr. Rogers show. I can't. Is it called Mr. Rogers or Welcome or Be My Neighbor? I can't think, but and I'm just thinking about like the power of like film and television and how powerful it is in the area of film that I want to create in, because like my medium is like I want to create experimental documentary, because I know there's different genres, and when I watch film I know a lot of time it's for entertainment purposes, but like after I realize a lot of time after I get done watching a TV show or a film, I'm always thinking, what was the purpose of me watching this, or what was the intent for them making this, or what do they want me to get out of this, or is it because some people just make film just to make bad film just because they can, but with my views, and especially when it comes to filmmaking, because like I love good quality, good storytelling, good acting. I'm a very technical person when it comes to filmmaking, and I want to see more films that's dedicated in helping shaping a better society for us to like live in. And that's exactly what I see what Mr. Rogers did with his film. And as like I was watching the documentary and I started thinking to myself, like Mr. Rogers was kind of petty, because there was some instances where with like some things that was going in the world with some racial tension and that was going on around him, and he used those experiences to help to create. Okay okay I can break this down what the instance that I'm talking about, because there was like a scene in like the film where I guess he was talking with one of the actors on the show about with the pool that was black, and the actor told him that like he couldn't go to the pool because of like because it was only white only and all that good stuff. And then after he created like a scene on the show, Mr. Rogers, where he got in the pool and he shared it with like a black man. So and in my thinking, I'm thinking about like Mr. Rogers was kind of like a petty boots, and I kind of liked it because he had a very calm demeanor and very like a gentle soul. And it also like talked about how like when he was younger he wasn't allowed to show his anger, and how like he was the voice for the different puppets in the show, in his show. And kind of the different puppets kind of represent different perspectives of his personality or alter egos that he felt like he couldn't express because of his upbringing. And I just think that's really powerful. And 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 I feel like watching the documentary and just like witness what all went into it, with all the and how he was producing the different elements. And those are the type of things of what I look for. And when I'm watching a television or show of that allows me to really get into the creators like thought process of what they was thinking when they was creating something. And I guess like with this rambling, like I want to see more films and television that kind of have like the same like mission of that's dedicated to help in creating a better society, or that's used as a tool to educate us, to help bring us together. And 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 like y- and like I really appreciate that. But on the other side, I started thinking about LeVar Burt, who did the Reading Rainbow. And I'm just thinking about like why I don't remember Reading Rainbow as vividly as I remember Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. And then just going back with how like the media industry is now, with like some of the injustice with funding black projects and with the marketing, like I feel like that like goes into it, because like I know I seen like the like reading Rainbow, but like I don't remember it as much as I remember Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, or I don't have this affinity or this nostalgia like I have for Mr. Rogers. And like that I have. And then so I started thinking about, and I researched um when did the Reading Rainbow, when did it air, when was it produced? And I found out that it aired, first aired in 1983, and it ended in 2009. And that was like a wide frame, and I'm just still thinking about why like I don't remember it, or why. But I did also in my research find out that like they working on a documentary for Reading Rainbow called Butterfly in the Sky. I'm not sure if it's out now or if it's still being produced, but I'm really like looking forward and seeing it. And just also in my research, like just read an article about how good friends Mr. Rogers and LeVar Burke, how good friends they was. So that's good to hear. But in all, like my gist is that just thinking about like how representation matters, and how it's so important that um like black stories like that that help tells the diversity of black experience needs to be funded more, because like reality TV and all these shows about like growing up in the hood and the struggle life of black experience, it's good for a while, but I want to see more of these shows, and I want to see like these type of shows get the marketing dollars that it needs. And so, and I see that we are on the verge of that happening with the whole thing with Issa Rae and with Quinta, I can't think of her last name, but she got the show on ABC of Abbott Elementary, and I really appreciate that. And I'm just looking for more diversity of black stories being told, and that's properly funded, and that have like that's produced with high quality, because I think that's the next step in black filmmaking and television production that we need is like we need for our projects to be funded properly, and we need people pro- that can help produce like an excellent project. And just to wrap it up and going back to watching, from my experience of what I gained from watching Mr. Rogers' neighborhood documentary, is it helped me to give me more confidence in what I'm doing, because like a lot of times I feel like my stance and the perspective of what I want to present to the world isn't isn't like isn't like the mainstream commodity right now, because like I'm not willing to create like gimmicks or put on this fake persona, like, because that's just not me. I want something that's authentic, that's filled with love and passion, and that's just like being just like the gentle soul that I am. And this is exactly with what I'm doing with the I Am event series, Disability Art Life and Culture, and just thinking about how can we create more safe spaces online. And I know it's like innovative and it's new right now, and it's going to take time. I'm still in the building process, and I just have to remember of like not being too hard on myself, because like I'm like people are getting tickets to the event, but it's not happening as fast as I would like. But I know it's a process, and I'm going to continue to grow and allow my mission to lead me, and continue to do this work, and helping creating a more inclusive society where we all are heard, seen, and appreciated, and where we don't feel like we are burdened to anybody else. So yeah, that's all I got, and I just want to remind y'all to be kind and gentle to yourself. Peace out.